Coming to you live from the rinks in Hauppauge. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. I'm Ryan Brannigan, joined alongside cameraman Paul Trentini for this developmental matchup between West Islip and East Islip. Here on a Tuesday at the rinks in Hauppauge. This will be the fourth meeting between these two sides of the season. East Islip leads the season series. West Islip leads the season series 2-1, but it was East Islip that got the win most recently on January the 10th, 7-3 over WI. They are the 4th and 5th place teams in the standings heading into this game as we're underway and swept along by Ventura. So he'll get one into the offensive zone briefly before it is played out by EI. EI come into this game fresh off a 6-0 shutout victory against Connecticut-Sayville. Ended a 2-game skid for the Chiefs. Meanwhile, West Islip, as they get a shot toward the goal, it goes wide. Played here by Lella, Matthew Lella, backhanding for a shot blocked, taken by Ventura, Luke Ventura. He's got it here again. Now Lella will try to stuff it in. But starting netminder for East Islip, Declan Grieve with a good play to hug the post. Now the other way, a chance, they score! Hammered home by Penny in front. 1-0 EI, Patrick Penny with the goal. Great pass to the front of the net and right between the legs of West Islip's goaltender, Louvier, for the 1-0 lead for EI. Just a minute and 13 seconds into the contest. And it was James Penny who set up Patrick Penny for the goal. And now Connor Ivers, the leading scorer for East Islip. Brought it in over the line, poked away from him. A shot from Irizarry blocked. Back with Irizarry. Tries to play to the front. Can. Sepulveda shot it wide. Patrick Penny's 9th of the year and the team leading 16th assist for James Penny. Ivers. High slot, wrist shot. Right pad save made by Louvier. Avery Walsh taps it back in. And will do so again as EI touch up. Getting onside there was Jack Iliano. Sticked away from Dishley. It's once again Ivers. Sending it around. Getting over to it, Liam Plasman. And he'll reverse for Totans. Held in the zone, good play by Landon Baccio. Spun around to the near side. Held in at the near point briefly by Garafola. And it's back with Ivers. Ivers looking to clear. Fans on the first attempt. Second attempt gets it ahead of Ragusio. Off the skate of Cusack. And back here with Totans. Jake Totans. We're going to break in. Totans backhand off the side of the net. James Penny can't clear. Long shot by Verdaro. Deflected into the far boards by Ivers. However, Ivers can't clear. Good play by Panicia. And the shot from Panicia gloved by Grieve. Stop play. 3 minutes and 30 seconds into period number 1. Benicia will take the face-off in the offensive zone. The leading scorer for West Islip, 17 goals. Is most on the team, and 24 points leads it as well. Giovanni Izzo, the assist leader for WI. And Mercarella try to play it to the front of the net, supported by Lucas Rappaport. And now down low for Von Thaden. Out in front, another couple of jabs at it, and Greaves got it underneath him. Caleb Hay try to clear the front of the net. Another good save made by Grieve. Grieve making his 13th start this year, 5.66 goals against average for Declan Greaves. Vardaro keeps it in for West Islip as they look for an equalizer. Another keep in by Vardaro, swept toward the front of the net. Here's Panicia. Toward the front. It's redirected behind. Von Thaden looking to play it. Flanagan chips it out in front. Now Rappaport. The far circle shot goes wide. Penny. That's Patrick clearing the zone. As Von Thaden goes to the ice. Panicia. And now Rappaport sends in for the Lions. Flanagan first on it for EI. Swept it around. Ventura off the bench, collects, but couldn't get by Wharton. Nico Wharton ahead for Long. And offsides here against East Islip. Nico Walton, rather. 11 goals on the year, second most on the Chiefs. Irizarry to take the faceoff from Ventura, won by Ventura. Shoveled ahead by Baccio. Lella puts it out in front, score! Michael Coyle off the feed behind the net from Lella ties the game at 1 for West Islip. And Michael Coyle, his 5th of the year. Gets this game right back to even at 1 apiece now as a shot from Ventura from long range, steered away by Grieve. West Islip looking for their first lead of the night. Shot blocked. Sepulveda can't clear. But Schmalacher can. Glanced off the skate of Baccio. Looked like might have been called, icing might have been waved, but it was not. So icing against EI, offensive zone draw coming for West Islip. Ventura wins it back. Long shot, missed the net. Off the stick of Baccio. And it's back with Landon Baccio. Sepulveda looks to nudge it along. Irizarry marches back in for EI. Far circled. Backhands went out in front. Ventura took it away. Luke Ventura. 12 goals, 6 assists this year for WI. Nice move. Takes the shot. Save made. Grieve rebound. He got it too. Couple of great saves from Declan Grieve. EI trying to go the other way. Rappaport pressured by Irizarry. Here's Iliano to the front of the net. Irizarry can't get a shot on. And the loose puck is scooped up and skated ahead by West Islip. Steered away from the incoming number 27, Jake Totans. Long shot from Vardaro, deflected in front by Dishley, stopped by Grieve, and then he'll smother the puck on the far in front of the net. Let's take a look at that prior save made by Grieve. It's a beautiful move here from Ventura. Shot save, and then gets across to stop the rebound as well. Little over 8 minutes remaining in the first period. Rappaport trying to sweep it down the far boards. Dishley looking to feed it in front, had Totans. And now Rappaport will kick it over to Totans. Totans unable to drag around Ivers. Here is Rappaport. Down low. Lucas Rappaport pressured by Flanagan. And now by Walton. And Walton backhanded up ahead for Long. Here come EI with potential numbers. But great back-checking play made by Liam Plastman. Totans off the carom. Unable to get around Walton. Walton doing a great job of keeping the puck in deep for EI. Plastman again will backhand it. Slowed up by Patrick Penny. And a rip down ice by Plastman, being icing on West Islip, but they will get a wholesale change. Full change for East Islip as well. Exactly 8 minutes into this first period. All tied up at 1. Coyle from Lella and Patrick Penny from James Penny. Ragusio to take the offensive zone faceoff from Panicia, won defensively by Panicia. And skated ahead by Von Thaden. Poked off his stick by Schmalacher. Back with Panicia. Takes the shot, save made by Grieve. Kept in at the near point by Garafola, and now sent out of the zone by Godolgig. Von Thaden on the backhand, takes it around Grieve and falls to the ice. Cusack, and now James Penny to the backhand, across, Godoldig. Couldn't quite get a shot off. Schmalacher keeps it in at the far point. Clearing attempt from Mercarella successful and will not be an icing. James Penny avoiding Panicia, ahead for Cusack. Cusack wrestled off the puck, good play made by Patrick Mercarella. And now here's Von Thaden looking to get around Walsh. Avery Walsh does a good job of boxing out Von Thaden, but still West Islip established the zone for the moment. Skated ahead now by Irizarry. Irizarry looking to go around for Darrow, ripped the shot wide. Ventura trying to go to himself on the far boards. Hay steps in. And we get a stoppage and too many players on the ice as the puck was along that West Islip bench. And Michael Coyle will go over into the penalty box to serve the bench minor. First power play of the game belongs to EI. Off the face-off, puck just came out of the zone. Ventura sends it the length for West Islip. 25% power play for East Islip as it's listed. Could be in their last game, not necessarily the whole season. Another offsides here on EI. Good poke check at the line. And again, that was Andrew Vardaro. Ventura spins it out of the zone. Here's Connor Ivers. With over 40 minutes gone by of this power play for EI. Ivers stepping in. Ivers to the backhand. Forehand scores! What a goal for Connor Ivers. His 27th of the year. And that's a Chiefs power play goal. They make it 2-1. Take their second lead of the night in the process. A beauty from Connor Ivers. Caleb Hay. West Islip look to get some offensive zone time. Lela. Ventura. Try to go back to the point, taken away by Patrick Penny. Long returns it to Penny. Try to go back to Long. Good positioning by Rappaport. Walton. Knocked off the puck. Ventura gets it ahead. And to the line. Not out just yet. Again, Luke Ventura. Briefly glanced off the stick of Lela. And into the zone. Now Vardaro. Breaking in, Vardaro before he get a shot off. Good stick from Avery Walsh. Walsh playing it around the near side. Ahead here for Long. Vardaro comes over. And now Nico Walton. Walton going to get around the poke check of Vardaro. Here's Totans breaking in on a breakaway. Jake Totans scores! Beautiful goal and celly from Jake Totans ties the game at 2 for West Islip. Split the D, used the speed, and then uses the wrist shot to beat Grieve blocker side. And we're back to even for the second time tonight. Matthew Dishley picking up an assist on the Totans goal. Sepulveda, wrist shot blocked. Getting a chunk of the puck that time was Garafola. Ivers takes a shot, missed wide. Baccio couldn't steer it out of the zone. Sepulveda in his feet. West Islip don't clear. Long a shot. Knocked away by Baccio. East Islip once again keep it in. Totans tumbles down to the ice. Here's Plasman breaking in. Plasman with Dishley. Dishley try to go back to Plasman. Missed his intended target. And now EI come out of the zone. Sepulveda. Back with Baccio. He'll backhand it ahead. Flanagan banks one to neutral ice. And right back to Flanagan. Here's Sepulveda, 2-on-1 with Iliano. Sepulveda, a wrister, knocked down by Louvier. And steered out of the zone by the Lions. Plasman battling Flanagan. Iliano. Pass blocked by Baccio. Landon Baccio. Trying to get around Flanagan. Now Dishley. Stick lifted by Flanagan. So Matthew Dishley emerges with the puck. Totans unable to break in because of Ivers, and now offsides is called against WI. With 43 seconds left in the first period, a back and forth seesaw of a first. Tied up at 2. Cusack poked away from him by Rappaport. Chipped into the zone by Panicia. Puck came out. West Islip must touch up. Back come EI. Cusack slips down as he crossed the blue line to come into the zone. And offsides called against East Islip. Ivers to take the face-off from Panicia. No, it'll be James Penny. Vardaro tried to knock it ahead, went off Cusack. Second effort from Vardaro goes all the way down ice. Will be an icing despite Panicia winning that race, as is customary in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. And that leaves 9 seconds to work with for an offensive zone draw for EI. Ivers looking to win it ahead to the line and through Walton down ice. Won't be an icing. And we come to the end of the first period. Same way we came in, but a pair of goals for each side. 2-2 after one. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Welcome back here to the Rinks and Oppog. Second period getting underway in just a moment. EI and West Islip tied at 2, the fourth matchup between the two sides this season. West Islip have won 2 of the first 3, each by 3 goals or more. Matter of fact, the winning team has won by 3 or more in every game played against one another, with EI winning the most recent 7-3. Here's a chance for West Islip. Shot directed toward Grieve and then wide. To the front of the net, intercepted by Ivers. Ivers around Vardaro. Ivers to the net on the backhand, stopped by Louvier. And fired out of the zone by Rappaport. Hey, flips it right back on for Sepulveda. Onside with Irizarry. Sepulveda trying to feed the front of the net. Another good defensive play by Rappaport. And now West Islip come down with numbers. Good lead pass, sends in Baccio. Pardon me, sends in Panicia. Panicia off the end boards. Missed, and now EI with a chance to break out, but Rappaport will skate back to the loose puck and deflect it ahead. Rappaport. Here's Coyle, one of the 2 goal scorers for West Islip tonight. Michael Coyle Puck on the side of the net and covered by Grieve. Just under a minute and 30 into the second period. Face off to the right of Grieve. Ventura will take it from Walton. Won back by Walton. And off to Karam. Patrick Penny beaten to the loose puck by Baccio. Goes off the glass, out of the reach of Coyle. Patrick Penny offsides as he towed the line upon entry. Penny opening the scoring back in the first period, his 10th of the year. While Totans with the most recent goal for West Islip, his 16th of the year, puts him one behind Panicia for the team lead. Ventura. And now Lella. Lella with Coyle and Ventura. Ventura backhands one all the way through. Here comes to Coyle. Back to the point. Shot from Baccio. Not quite on target. EI trying to break out. Good stick, however, from Garafola. Here's Patrick Penny. Nevertheless, shot blocked by Baccio. Baccio in the feet of Lella, and now scooped up by Ventura. Checked by James Penny. Lella for Ventura. Ventura backhands it into the EI zone. So we approach 3 minutes gone in the second. James Penny trying to feed it to Long. Good stick by Garafola. Baccio helps it the rest of the way. Landed Baccio off the glass. Knocked down by Patrick Penny. But an offsides is called. And the faceoff comes all the way back down into the EI zone. I believe they're going to say that was an intentional offsides. Or played with a high stick there by the EI players. Shot from Rappaport. Deflects wide. Vardaro trying to go down low. Andrew Vardaro again. Fed to the front of the net by Dishley. Good play by Ivers to take the puck away and move it ahead. Connor Ivers with a goal tonight. Moves in and around behind Louvier. That's where West Islip defended Ivers well. Took the puck away from East Islip's leading scorer. Vardaro over the line onside. Far circle, wrist shot. Turned away by Grieve. Rebound put toward the middle. Long shot goes wide off the stick of Totans. And once again, East Islip clear. This will not be an icing. Cusack and Rappaport to the loose puck. Pass from Cusack deflected up into the air and cleared out by Liam Plassman. Totans putting the pressure on Flanagan. Flanagan stripped of the puck by Totans. Totans, good pass. Shot from Plassman. Stopped by Grieve. With 10:14 to go in the second period. Liam Plassman, 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points this season. Was looking for his 6th goal of the campaign. Declan Grieve had other ideas. Face off to the right of Grieve. One forward by Totans. Put it out in front, but behind Liam Plassman. Rappaport. Down the boards. Walsh will reverse it. Vardaro long shot. And great keep in there by Andrew Vardaro. But Hay able to put it into neutral ice. Will not have enough for icing as well. Banked along. Sputtering puck. Totans will beat it. Totans collides with Grieve. The puck's still loose. And now we get a stoppage. Declan Grieve standing his ground in the crease as Jake Totans plowed him over on his way to the front of the net. Off the faceoff, one back by Panicia. Thomas Panicia for Baccio. Sends it back down low. Von Thaden trying to go back up top. It's taken now by Baccio. Baccio for Mercarella. And now Iliano. Backhand pass intercepted by Von Thaden. And a great feed in stride of Panicia. Panicia unable to get around Avery Walsh. Now Sepulveda moves in. Top of the circle, a shot stopped by Louvier, and Louvier will cover the puck. Frustration there shown by Henry Sepulveda as he was stopped by the West Islip netminder in Louvier. Sepulveda this year. Only a goal and an assist. Baccio kept it in. Penny trying to get around him. To the line, not quite out. And now the puck out of the zone. And back with Baccio. Baccio moves around Penny. Cut off by Walton. Von Thaden, a wrist shot deflected just wide in front by Panicia. James Penny trying to move it ahead. Once again to the front of that and deflected again just wide by Panicia. Battling Walton in front. Penny moves it around and unable to hold in on the play was Garafola. Here is Patrick Penny. And now Walton. Walton. Good play by Baccio. Defensively for West Islip. Not out of the woods just yet. Puck comes ahead for Mercarella. And now Ivers. Backhands one through the slot. Anthony Garafola put it ahead. It deflected, so no icing. Ivers for Patrick Penny. Threw it between the legs of Long. And now Vardaro brings it into the offensive zone. Cuts to the front of the net. Vardaro had it swept away by Connor Ivers. Offsides. Goal against EI. With 6:41 remaining in the second period. Again, thank you for tuning in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. Louvier, midway through the frame, or through the game, I should say, will skate on over to the West Islip bench. Replacing him, Connor Fry. Fry this year for WI. 6-4 record. Is there a shot? Stopped by Grieve, the rebound behind him, and it's in the back of the net. They score! Finding the loose change out in front, Michael Coyle, his second of the game, gives West Islip their first lead of the game, 3-2. Again, looks like Grieve has this. And look, there it is behind him. And now the scramble is on. And just gets put right back into the net. So West Islip lead for the first time tonight. As I was just saying, though, about Connor Fry, 6-4 record, 303 goals against average for Fry. Here's Ventura. Ventura, shot, save, rebound wide. Kept alive by Rappaport. Now the puck comes out. Irizarry. Try to find the open Iliano. Ventura. Cross-ice pass intercepted by Ivers. Played for Irizarry. And now here comes Connor Ivers. Left the puck behind him. Irizarry returns it to Ivers. Ivers. Shot blocked. Put right back on by James Penny. And Ventura to the rescue. Carries the puck out for West Islip. Then looks to get it ahead to Coyle. Coyle. Circles. Shot. Stopped by Grieve. Schmalacher. Sends it off the boards and out of the zone. Poked away. And here's Ivers. Connor Ivers to the backhand. Ivers. Stopped by Fry. Rebound Irizarry. Great block by Totans. Got the stick in. And potentially saved a goal for West Islip. Totans brings it over the line. Tries to find a teammate. Irizarry works it out of the zone. Totans was looking to go right back in, but offsides called against West Islip. With 4:30 to go in the second, the lone goal of the middle period belonging to West Islip and Michael Coyle. They have the 3-2 lead. Totans won it back to Baccio. Banks one ahead. Good stick lift here by Totans. Try to bring it around. Now, long shot blocked by Garafola. Or a long shot from Garafola was blocked, should say. As Totan spun one on, stopped by Grieve. Hay plays it away. And eventually out of the zone. Will not have enough for icing. Baccio and Penny to the loose puck. Baccio steers it into the near corner for Long to play it for EI. Centering pass broken up by Garafola. And comes all the way back down into the I zone. Avery Walsh. Playing it ahead. Patrick Penny to Ivers. Ivers. Shot blocked by Plasman. Who chips it into the far boards. Hay kept it in for the moment. And now Totans comes out. Totans tripped up by Walsh. And West Islip will go to the power play. It'll be their first power play of the game. And listed at 0%. I think that's last game they did not score on the power play. Not 0% for the entire season. But a chance to extend their newly found lead. And Totans, who drew the penalty, will take the faceoff and win it back. Baccio, a shot through traffic. Backhanded by Totans. They score! Jake Totans drew the penalty, took the faceoff, and scores the goal to make it 4-2 for West Islip. And that's a Lions power play goal. Shot from Baccio, knocked down in front, and why not use the backhand? For Jake Totans. I mentioned he was 1 goal behind the team lead. There's another! It's a hat trick for Jake Totans as he scores seconds apart to make the lead 5-2 for West Islip. And this is right off the face-off. Totans from the blue line. Long shot, sneaks through Grieve. And so now Totans leads West Islip in goals. EI looking for a much-needed response. It's Ivers trying to go in front to Cusack, broken up. And back comes Totans. 18 now on the year. Totans in. Shot blocked by Sepulveda. Ivers mishandles. It's back with Totans. Trying to play it out in front. And they do, and it's stopped by Grieve. With 2:33 to go in the second. Totans from Baccio on the power play. And then unassisted. As West Islip have scored 4 straight goals to take a 3-goal lead. And have all 3 goals here in the second period. Walton, we're going to rim around. Corralled by Luca Montroni. Here comes Patrick Penny. 1-on-1 with Vardaro. Knocks down Montroni. The shot stopped by Fry. Rebound. Walton to go back to the point. Long shot from Schmalacher goes wide. Baccio stepping around the East Islip defenseman and playing it across. Backhanded wide by Mercarella. Right back out in front. Vardaro's shot blocked. And now a quick clear. Patrick Penny. Vardaro does a good job of getting back. They collide into the end boards. Mercarella can't clear. James Penny. Wrist shot stopped by Fry. And he's got the cover. .107 to go here in the second. A hat trick from Jake Totans and 2 more from Michael Coyle. Have West Islip up by 3. Irizarry backhands one all the way through. Walsh battling Lella, draws the penalty, does Avery Walsh. EI will go to the power play. East Islip scored on their first and only power play of the game. A too many players on the ice penalty. It was Connor Ivers who scored that goal. And now Lella to the box. EI with a chance to, at the very least, stop the momentum here for West Islip. Start to build some. Heading into the third. Walton to the front of the net. Blocked by Garafola and cleared by Rappaport. James Penny with under 30 to go in the period. Irizarry takes the wrist shot over Fry. Patrick Penny lost it in behind to Garafola, who glanced it off the boards, not quite out. Good keep by Ivers. This long shot handled by Fry. 5 seconds left, a shot in tight, stopped by Fry. And that will do it for period number 2. 3 goals in the second, all for West Islip. They take the 5-2 lead going into the final period of regulation time. Will they be able to hold it? That and more to be found out here live on LI Sports Network. Welcome back here, Rinks and Oppog. Third period underway and a minute left on the East Islip power play that carried over into the frame. But here's Jake Totan, shorthanded. Hat trick tonight for Totans. Has helped create the 3-goal edge for EI, or rather for West Islip, heading into the third period. It's Connor Ivers rips a shot from long range, stopped by Fry, and Fry will jump on top to cover. 33 seconds into the third period and 36 seconds remaining on the East Islip power play. They're second tonight. They're 1 for 1. But Totans comes out of the zone with possession of the puck. Backhands deep for WI. Connor Ivers for EI. For Penny. And now Walton. Walton, greeted by Vardaro, plays it into the far corner. And Baccio able to come away with the puck. A stick goes flying. It belongs to Ivers. Meanwhile, here's Baccio on a breakaway. Baccio scores! Coast to coast for Landon Baccio. The shorthanded goal makes it a 4-goal advantage for West Islip. It might have come as the penalty expired, but what an effort from Landon Baccio. Going from his own defensive zone to the breakaway for his second point of the night. And Baccio's 4th of the season. Totans rips one off the mask of Grieve. Ivers puts it ahead. And hustling back to get on the loose puck, Luca Montroni. Montroni. And now Plasman. Back to Luca off the glove of Irizarry and ahead here for Totans. Totans. Stopped by James Penny. Banked out of the zone. Handed off here for Penny. Ivers calling for it near side. James Penny. Trying to send it across. It's in! Deflected and ended up in the back of the net. James Penny will get credit for the goal to cut the lead back to 3. Again, he's trying to get it to Ivers. And it goes, look like off Garafola. And behind Fry. Tough predicament for Garofalo there. Obviously, if he doesn't try to block the pass, it ends up on Ivers' stick, and that's not a good thing. Tough break for West Islip as Patrick Penny, or rather James Penny, scores his 10th of the year, and now an icing against West Islip. So both Pennies scoring tonight. And the goal comes 49 seconds after Totans made it, or rather after Baccio made it 6-2. James Penny angles one ahead, and now it's Walton. Walton, a wrist shot blocked by Garofalo. Walton hunts down the loose puck. Good pass, shot from long, blocked. And now again, in front, long wrist shot, fought off by Fry, got a piece with the blocker. Chance to clear here for West Islip, and it's sent out of the zone by Mercarella. Panicia. Trying to get one out in front. Closed off by James Penny. Garofalo steps to the loose puck along the near boards. Played out in front. Here's a chance, but fanning on the shot was Von Thaden. And now EI look to break out. But a good stick from Vardaro disrupts the East Islip breakout. Patrick Penny. Long wrist shot. Goes just wide of Fry. Maybe got a piece of it. To the front of the net. Garofalo. And backhanded by Von Thaden. Here's a chance for Panicia. Great poke check by Grieve. Ventura on the follow-up. Can't get a shot. And it's ushered out of the zone by Walton. And will be an icing on East Islip. And how about that poke check from Declan Grieve to stop Tommy Panicia, who's been held off the score sheet tonight. West Islip's leading scorer heading in. And that shot is in! Off the face-off. West Islip back on top by 4. Michael Coyle with the hat trick. So that's 2 different West Islip Lions with a hat trick tonight, providing 6 of the 7 goals for the Lions. Ventura picks up an assist on the goal. Sepulveda laying into Coyle. Cusack lost the battle down low to Rappaport. James Penny spinning away in open ice and around the stick check of Ventura. Here comes James Penny with Ivers. Nice move, Penny to the front of the net, knocked away by Baccio. Briefly glanced off Cusack, and Coyle steers it back into the EI zone. Baccio finding Rappaport, and offsides against West Islip. With 9:38 to go in the third period. Mentioned off the jump, the winning team in every game this year between these two sides has won by more than 3 goals. And that trend could turn out to once again be true if West Islip hold on to this 4-goal lead. West Islip can pull to within a point of KPC for third place with the win in this game. And they would have the same amount of games played as KPC as well. Flanagan. Push past him. Patrick Penny's pass intercepted by Lela. Lela checked by Walton. Looks around for a call, won't get one. Shot from Baccio, deflected on to Rappaport. Rappaport shot blocked by Schmaliker. Lela took a shot off the side of the net. Baccio, swing and a miss. Had a stick checked. Here is Penny dropping for Long. Long, a wrist shot. Got partially blocked and never made it on goal to Fry. Flanagan in a foot race. Here's Totans. Totans. The puck was in the crease and Grieve played it away. Ivers trying to go the other way for EI. Unable to get through the stick check of Vardaro. Totans on the backhand. In the feet of Penny. Now here's Ivers. On defense, Montroni applying the stick check. Still it is Ivers. Ivers a wrist shot. Airmailed it. Irizarry right back to the front of the net. Nobody home. Connor Ivers trying to work it down low. Battling Vardaro. Vardaro wins that battle. But James Penny keeps it in. Space at the point. The shot. Ivers deflected it wide. Totans trying to clear. Does as Plasman sweeps it ahead. EI needing to touch up. Here's Totans. Getting around Hay. And Irizarry from a tough angle missed the net. Vardaro sends one off the end boards here for Totans to the front of the net. Steered away by Penny. And Connor Ivers breaking in. Good stick checks from Vardaro and Montroni. Ivers trying to get back to it. Battling Luca Montroni, and Ivers will prevail. Irizarry dumps in as Iliano touches up. Vardaro left it behind him. Here's Ivers. Forced in behind by Montroni. Ivers trying to go to the front of the net. Stopped by Fry with the blocker. Totans. Head for Dishley. His pass taken away by Iliano. And still in the zone thanks to Flanagan. No, offsides. Puck just barely escaped. And that stops the clock with 5:55 to go in the third period. West Islip in search of their 10th win of the season. In the feet of Raguseo. Here comes Cusack. Trying to get around Baccio. Cannot. And played ahead by Garafola. Foot race. Panicia peels back. Panicia, a wrist shot. Knocked down in front by Sepulveda. Panicia to the loose puck. Speared out of the zone and gathered in by Von Thaden. East Islip trying to clear, can't. Long shot from Baccio, fanned on. With 5 minutes to go in the third period. Sepulveda. Into the zone with speed, one-on-one with Baccio. Baccio blocked the shot. And then angled it off the boards. Kept in by Flanagan. Panicia forced it out. Here comes Tommy Panicia. Receives a check from Walton. Tries to hunt it down in the corner. Islip trying to clear. Loose puck. Briefly touched by Baccio across. Garafola in front. Mercarella. It's in! Not sure who touched it last. It might have been Von Thaden. And it could be his first Suffolk County High School Hockey League goal. Or first of the year at least for Von Thaden. And from the sounds of it here in the stands, I believe that is Von Thaden's first career Suffolk County High School Hockey League goal. Makes it 8-3 for West Islip. EI looking for the response. They get it. Another quick response for EI. And it's 8-4, so the celebration for Von Thaden short-lived. As Patrick Penny backhanded one to the front of the net, and it's Walton who spun it on goal, and then the rebound put in. So Walton and Penny should receive assists there, as it's 8-4. And they do on the Lucas Long goal. Lucas Long's 5th of the season. Ventura hurried. Long shot from Ivers. Went off the backside of Patrick Penny and now sent out into neutral ice. Ivers flips in. And a high stick by Patrick Penny. With 3:31 to go in the third period. Panicia and Coyle picking up assists on the Von Thaden goal. So Coyle, a 4-point night, 3 goals and an assist. And timeout called by EI. So we'll step aside. 8-4 West Islip over East Islip here live on LI Sports Network. Off the face-off. Puck comes out of the zone. Played back in, but EI must touch up. And now Walton and Ivers converge on Vardaro, who is able to chip it past both to his teammate and Michael Coyle. Over to Lella. Good stick check by James Penny. Patrick Penny trying to get it out. And a penalty. It's going to be called on EI. And that will significantly hurt their miracle status chances of getting back in this game. With 2:45 to go, it will be shorthanded. Patrick Penny to the box for a trip. And so all signs point to West Islip getting the win tonight. Baccio's shot goes just wide. I believe it hit the pad of Grieve. And now another long shot from Montroni goes off the end boards. And it's somewhere underneath Grieve. So West Islip on their way to their 10th win of the season. They will win the season series against East Islip 3-1, and pulled within a point of third place KPC. Ivers getting back defensively. Baccio. Connor Ivers. Shot does make it on goal. It's an easy save for Fry. Carried ahead by Montroni. Empty net for EI as they're in desperation mode. Not worried about a 9th goal allowed. Substitute goalie at the moment was Long, Lucas Long. Ivers emerges with the puck, backhands ahead for James Penny. Penny pinned to the near boards. Pass to the front of the net. Cleared out by Baccio. And now Totans moves in on Long. Totans to the empty net, you bet. And it'll go as Totans' 4th of the game, and a Lions power play goal. Their second strike with the player advantage tonight. 5-goal lead for West Islip. Game that was 2-2 after 1. West Islip led it 5-2 heading into this third period. And have put it into another gear here in the third with their 4th goal of the period. Benicia. Stopped by Grieve as the final 40 seconds or so set to tick off. Coming up on the schedule for these two sides, West Islip have a matchup with KPC. So the chance to leapfrog KPC in the standings presents itself in 4 days from today on Saturday. Meanwhile, West Islip, as here's Sepulveda with a last-second chance. Big hit dished out by Garafola. Or was it Vardaro? 3 seconds left. Will tick off shortly as East Islip prepare for their penultimate game of the season, the regular season, against Longwood on March the 11th. But for tonight, West Islip shines bright. The Lions win it 9-4 over their rival East Islip. Win the season series 3-1 and pull to within a point of KPC in the standings, with an opportunity to leapfrog them next week, or rather in 4 days on Saturday. Huge night for Totans, as well as for Michael Coyle, and the first career Suffolk County High School Hockey League goal for Andrew Von Thaden. That will do it for our coverage here in this one. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. On behalf of the man of the hour, Panasonic Paul Trentini, my name is Ryan Brannigan, saying so long and until next time. Yeah, on Tuesday. Have a good night.